Hello, 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 everybody. Hello. Yay, we made it. We made it. Yes, yes. Hello. Hello. Yes, I know. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've been over here. Oh, I'm so glad you all could come back. It's pretty crazy over there right now. That's madness. How's everybody doing then? Hello, hello. Yes, of course. Yes, yes. I really should do more. I should get back into coming back over here. I've just been afraid. Really, another update. Okay, Sarah. Okay. Let's hang out here for a little while, and then I'll head back over there in a little bit. Wonderful. Oh, yes. I'm glad to see you. Yeah, no, yeah, shoes and debates. Yep. It's an issue. It's definitely an issue. All right. Well, welcome back, everybody. Oh, yeah, yeah. I thought I had the most recent updates on here. Oh, sorry about the trolls. No, it's okay. It's okay. I mean, the trolls need to be trolling. I'm okay with that. Oh, good. I'm glad. I'm glad everybody can hear me now. Okay, this works out great. This works out just fine. Sometimes I forget how fun it is over here. How much more peaceful it is. It really is. How is it now? Is it focused now? Are we in better focus? Let me see. I'm trying to check on my screen here. Hold on. Can't get away from these people. Oh, that's funny. Kristen, you're so funny. Oh my gosh. Okay. I'm in focus. Good. Glad to hear it. Okay. Wonderful. Yes, TikTok's yeah, I would say. Let's say it's a lot. I enjoy my time over there, but it's always more peaceful over here. I should do more lives over here for sure. So, yes, glad to be here. Glad to be here, everyone. Okay, good, excellent. Love that. They felt I know. We've got to keep our eyes out for the trolls. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. I'm feeling better. I'm definitely feeling better. I'm doing better. Yes, hello, welcome in, everybody. Yes. I really need to set a day when I come over and do YouTube. I really should. I really need to do that. Yes, you can have my hands on the big screen. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. Yes, I saw. Yeah, June, there's a lot of weird stuff going on over there for sure. Yeah, I agree. The chats are really fun. Definitely. That's one of the features that's so fun on TikTok. I agree. But yeah, I should make a night to just have just do a YouTube live. We'll see how tonight goes, and maybe I'll just set it. We'll just do, Wednesdays on YouTube, and then sub chats. Like, I keep thinking Saturday or Sunday I should do sub chats because they start with an S. That's my rationale. So I'll have to figure that out. Yes, 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 yes. Welcome, welcome in, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Yes, please. Okay, well, let me just put this together. I forget until I come back over here how much it's just so enjoyable. My chat is set up a little bit different, so my system over here is just a little bit different, but I just need to work on that a bit. But maybe I will do Wednesdays then on YouTube, and then I'm thinking maybe Sundays for sub only. I don't know. I'll have to figure that out still. Okay. Yes, yes. Well, I should definitely, I've had several people asking me actually to come back over here, so I should be doing that. I should. All right, everybody. Well, let's dive in then. I'm very excited. My chat is set up a little bit differently here, so I may need to do a few more pauses. Oh, yes, a lot. Lots of OCD. I know, right? The S. For sure, for sure. So you'll have to just kind of excuse me as I try to figure this out. Again, my chat's just a little bit different. So let me just try one more thing here. I know a lot of people would really appreciate it. Oops, there we go. Would appreciate it a lot more if if I was able to come over here. So, all right, there we go. I've got the chat going much better. Okay, love that, love that. Yes, exactly, exactly. Yes, Ohio passed both issues. Yes, they did, Katie. I saw that. I saw that. Yeah, they put abortion in their constitution. I thought that was fantastic. And then the legalizing marijuana as well. So it was a lot. It was pretty amazing for sure. Very exciting. Yes, yes, the Mary Jane. Exactly, exactly. Very exciting. Yes, this is yeah, there's a lot going on. I think they may have underestimated the entire issue, honestly. So I think it was, oh, in Cleveland. Oh, I bet in Cleveland. Yeah, very exciting. And Andy won. Yes, yes. It was a big night. I thought it was a fascinating night. Yes, so we kind of muddle our way through. Now that we're on YouTube, we just kind of figure figure it out as we go. But I'm sure we will get it sorted as we go. So, yeah, I saw Kentucky too. Lots going on, lots going on. All right, everybody. Well, I'm excited to get into the paperwork here because this is some pretty interesting stuff going on with Judge Chutkin here. So I've got a couple different screens set up, so it looks to me like I'm in frame okay, but if at any point I need to move anything, just let me know as I go through this. So the document's blurry. Okay. Yeah, I have two screens up and it looks okay on my screen, so I'm not sure. Let me see. Yeah, Kentucky is pretty major. Yes, her response. Yep, yep. Okay, how is it now? Is it better now? It should help a little bit that I don't have any filters I'm dealing with. It's blurry. Okay. All right, hold on everybody. Let's see what I can do here. I've got kind of, I don't have the best camera for YouTube, but here we go. Let me bump it just a little bit more. Okay, how's that? How's that now? Is that better? Virginia, yes, I saw that too. Okay, well, I will, somebody needs glasses. All right, well, follow along as best as you can. We'll try to get through it. Yes. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. All right. Well, here we go, everybody. I don't think I can zoom anymore. We won't be able to get all the words, but let me go ahead and dive on in, everybody. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to see all of you over here. This is so fun. I'm so happy to see you. Yay. All right, here we go. It might be the lighting. Yes, sorry. I've got the best lighting I can. I've got my ring light. We'll make our way through. Yes, my voice is better. I just have to take better care of it. I've got to have more breaks. It's all. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I think the chat's easier to follow too. All right, here we go, everybody. So order came out on the 7th, so that was yesterday. Opinion and order, Judge Chutkin out of the DC case. So here we go. The court previously ordered that motions to compel and motions for Rule 17C subpoenas would be due on November 9th of 2023. And I will need to update my calendar after this. I won't be able to do it right now, but I'll update it after this. Defendant now seeks to extend those deadlines here because of the subpoenas and pretrial motions. Specifically, defendant requests 1, that the motion Rule 17 subpoenas be due February 9th of 2024, and 2, that the motions to compel be due on a rolling basis within 10 days of the parties meeting and conferring with respect to discovery requests as they arise, based on discovery the prosecution has not yet produced or which President Trump has not currently reviewed. At any time before trial, the court may extend or reset the deadline for pretrial motions. This court's discretion to do so is broad, which is true. The court will grant in part and deny in part the motion. All right, tea break. All right, so we've got a bit of a grant and we've got a bit of a dismiss. So we'll see how it falls down. Defendant offers several arguments in support of his motion. First, he argues that the government's discovery production is not well organized, citing the fact that the emails therein are not compiled with their attachments and replies. Second, he argues that the discovery is voluminous and continues to be provided on a rolling basis, making it difficult, if not impossible, to raise motions before the current deadline. And third, he asserts that by allowing layer 17C subpoenas will be more efficient than seeking the same documents during trial. Remember, those subpoenas were the ones that where he was asking for the quote-unquote missing documents from the Jan 6 committee. Defendant also repeats his view that additional time is needed to preserve his rights to due process and effective assistance of counsel. Most of those arguments are unpersuasive. First, the government points out that the sole organizational defect cited by the defense was actually a best practice, rather than compiling the email materials themselves. The government provided those materials in a format that would easily allow the defense to compile them in their preferred manner, a point to which the defense does not respond. Second, so of course we have to come in here, the court has already considered the volume of discovery materials multiple times in this case and concluded that the schedule it set would be appropriate given, for example, the early production of organized discovery, the quantity of materials that were duplicative or to which the defense already had access, and defendant's resources in reviewing those materials. Sorry, everyone, need a tea break. Steffi, this is a little weird, isn't it? And in the interests of justice, the court must weigh, as it has, any request for additional time to review those materials against the disadvantages of backloading the pretrial schedule. Defendant's requested deadline of February 9th for motions for Rule 17 subpoenas illustrates the problems inherent in additional delay. On that schedule, those motions would not be ripe until March 1st, 3 days before the trial is scheduled to begin, after which the court would have to rule. the subpoenas, if any, would have to issue. The materials would have to be produced and the defendant would have to review them, all of which could take considerable time and which would frustrate Rule 17C's purpose to expedite the trial by providing a time and place before trial for the inspection of the subpoenaed materials. Here, that said, the court will permit one more partial extension. So one more, she's saying we'll just do one more partial extension of the deadline for motions for Rule 17C subpoenas of about a month. That will still allow those motions to be briefed and decided, and any subpoenaed materials to be produced and reviewed before the scheduled trial. With respect to motions to compel, the court will permit a deadline extension of about 2 weeks. As defendant requests, this will permit the parties to further confer regarding any outstanding discovery requests and will allow him time to file motions with respect to any unresolved disputes. After that deadline, defendant may seek leave to file any additional motions for a good cause. For instance, if the motions are related to discovery produced by the government following that deadline, that will preserve defendant's rights to raise motions with respect to all government discovery. Accordingly, defendant's motion for extension of time to file pretrial motions related to discovery and subpoenas, that's a very long name of a motion, is hereby granted in part and denied in part. It is hereby ordered that the deadline set forth in the court's pretrial order and the court's order 82 are amended as follows. So motions to compel shall be filed by November 27th. Any oppositions to those motions are going to be filed by December 11th, and any replies in support of those motions shall be filed by December 18th. Motions for Rule 17 subpoenas shall be filed by December 13th. Any oppositions to those motions shall be filed by December 27th, and any replies in support of those motions shall be filed by January 3rd. So it's still a very tight schedule that she's got set out here. Following these deadlines, defendant may request leave to late file a motion for good cause, and the court will consider that request. So she's only pushing the schedule by a few weeks. So she's not really moving it that much. But she did agree to moving it, hitting the T heart. I am. Oh, yes, indeed. So, yeah, so there we go. That's her order then that she has set out. She's moved things by just a couple of weeks. Not a huge change, but she did allow for some changes. Tea Chardonnay. Oh my gosh, everybody, I have to show you this. Sorry, I'm going to pause for a minute. I got this just for the chat. I found this today just for the chat. I thought, look at this. This is Cosmopolitan Cocktail Tea. Isn't that crazy? I was so excited about it. So yes, I'll be able to have a cocktail with everybody. A cocktail tea. Oh my gosh. Yes. Yeah, I know it is. Isn't it funny? I know, right? Yes. So I will be updating my calendar. So I've got the new date set in that she set out. But again, I think we're just pushing this a few weeks. She's still keeping strong with her trial deadline here. Just putting time in for briefs. So I think it's all right. I think we'll be all right. There is a tea cocktail. Oh, that's funny. What about his motions to dismiss? So, right. So when last we spoke, I had been going through the government's response before my voice broke with their super brief. So the only thing that Trump has filed has been a reply in support of a motion for extension of time, which is what she has granted in part here. So the motions to dismiss have not been ruled on at this point. Yep. So we don't have those yet. I think she's trying to keep, to kind of keep a clean record. I think she's giving him a lot of chances. When she paused the gag order, she was like, let's brief it, let's take care of it. So I think she's just being extra careful about things. So, all right, so this was the 8th. Now I have one more order. If everyone is up for it, it's a short order, so I've got enough voice, I can read it. I've always got to double check. But I've got one more order then that came out on the motion for a formal pretrial notice of defendant's intent to rely on advice of counsel. So she has ruled on the advice of counsel question. So I will go ahead and grab that real quick and we can go through that one too. I'm gonna have to shake my toner cartridge at some point. I'm getting down to it, everybody. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. All right. So here we go, everyone. If we are interested, I've got one more order then I can take you through tonight. It's a short order, so we should be okay here. I don't have that. It's hard to get used. It's a little different format, isn't it? I know. Okay, so here is her order then. This is out of DC again. So Judge Chutkin's order regarding the advice of counsel defense. Now, if everybody remembers, so Trump had said, I relied on counsel's advice. That was his defense throughout his media blitz, right after when everything started happening. So Jack came in as the government and said, look, if you're going to rely on that as an affirmative defense, you need to plead it like it's an affirmative defense, like self-defense, which means you have to plead it ahead of time before you go to trial. Now, even though the rules didn't specifically say you have to plead advice of counsel as an affirmative defense before trial, he argued that you did. Trump said, no, I don't have to. I shouldn't have to give you any information. And so now she's come back in and she has ruled on it. So here we go. Opinion and order. The government has filed a motion for formal pretrial notice of the defendant's intent to rely on advice of counsel defense. That motion asked the court to order that by December 18th, defendant provide notice to the court of his intent to assert an advice of counsel defense at trial. For the reasons set forth below, the court will grant in part and deny in part the motion. Wow, this judge. I'm kind of okay with that. I mean, she seems to really be splitting everything pretty equally. So let's see what she's got to say here. The advice of counsel defense requires the defendant to introduce evidence that 1, he relied in good faith on counsel's advice, that his course of conduct was legal, and 2, he made full disclosure of all material facts to his attorney before receiving the advice at issue. All right, so hold on, everyone. I need to take another sip of tea here. There's document 148 out of the DC case. Let me double check here. Order and yes, resetting deadlines. Yeah. Yeah, the classified information security officer. Yeah, I can print that one out too. Thanks for letting me know. I think I would have missed that one. All right, so that one's printing. Tea time, yes. Yes, breaking the attorney-client privilege defense, exactly. So all of that information then would be available to the government. By invoking the defense, the defendant waives attorney-client privilege and must therefore disclose to the government, 1, all communications or evidence the defendant intends to rely on to establish the defense, and 2, any otherwise privileged communications that the defendant does not intend to use at trial, but that are relevant to proving or undermining it. And then she's citing case law. The federal rules of criminal procedure and local criminal rules do not expressly require advance notice of advice of counsel defense. But because waiting until trial to invoke the defense and comply with the disclosure obligations it triggers could cause disruption and delay, some district courts have concluded that they nonetheless have inherent authority to order defendants to provide advance notice if they intend to assert the defense. Other district courts, however, have concluded that they lack that authority. In this case, the court need not decide whether it has authority to order defendant to provide notice because he, quote, agrees to provide notice to the prosecution of whether he intends to pursue a formal advice of counsel defense at the time jury instructions are due, which is currently January 15th. Ooh, this judge is smart. This judge is really smart. Defendant also proposes, however, that rather than requiring disclosure immediately after he provides that notice, the court should solicit briefing to determine a reasonable schedule for that disclosure depending on the scope of the defendant's requested jury instruction on advice of counsel defense. But defendant cites no precedent for that procedure, and it runs contrary to the standard practice of requiring that disclosure accompany notice, since that notice waives attorney-client privilege. Indeed, notice without disclosure would have little practical value and would inject undue delay into the parties' pretrial preparations. Accordingly, the government's motion for formal pretrial notice of the defendant's intent to rely on advice of counsel defense, again, another huge motion name, is hereby granted in part and denied in part. As he has consented to do, defendant shall provide formal notice whether he intends to assert an advice of counsel defense by January 15th. If defendant does provide affirmative notice on that intent, he must also provide the required discovery to the government at that time. Any communications or evidence defendant intends to use to establish that defense and otherwise privileged communications that defendant does not intend to use at trial, but that are relevant to proving or undermining the advice of counsel defense in their entirety. And so she signed this November 8th. So, can you make me a mod? Oh no, we have a troll. Oh my gosh, Deborah. Hold on. Okay. I'm adding you as a moderator, Deborah. Okay, woohoo, Deborah, yay! Where am I? Do you have, no, Kelly, or Daisy, would you be okay being a moderator? I'll just put you in as a moderator. I hope that's okay. You don't have to if you don't want to. We have a few, okay. Okay, where are my other mods at? I'm looking for you. Where'd you go? Oh my gosh, okay, Suze. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. Oh, what would I do without all of you here? You're amazing. Oh my gosh. Okay, thanks. Not me, I'll boot myself. Oh, that's so funny. I think we'll be okay. Okay, Lisa. I'm gonna put you in, Lisa, as a mod too. I think we'll be okay. Oh my gosh, this is so fun. All right, there you go. Go get them. Oh my gosh. Oh, you're the best. You're all the best. I'm so big. Yes, welcome. Thank you. No problem. We do so great over here because our numbers aren't so huge. So we don't have such a huge problem. So, but there you have it, everybody, then. So he needs to put his advice of counsel defense out by January, like he said he would. So those were the time the jury instructions were due. So she's just saying, okay, well, then you need to do that. So there we go. Yeah, no, I think we're okay, Casey, but thanks. Yeah, I think we're good. You have to swear them in. Okay, everybody, all the mods, raise your right hand. Oh my gosh. Do you swear you'll do your best? I know you will. Thank you so much. You're amazing. Yeah, the trolls are everywhere. They come in pretty hot into YouTube too. Okay, everyone's sworn. All right. Oh my gosh. That's funny. Yes, yes. Oh my gosh, that's amazing. You guys are all amazing. Solemnly swear I love to know good. Perfect. That's perfect. Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. Okay, everybody. So those are our two motions. We made it. We made it through our two opinions tonight. I've got one more. Let me go grab it real quick. Oh my goodness. All right, here we go. Here's the last one. Thank you for letting me know about this one, Navy Vet. I appreciate that so much. No, I've not gone over Ivanka yet. I've not gone through her stuff quite yet. So this was another order that just had come out regarding the classified information security officer. Again, this is District of Columbia. So through the CISO designated in this case, defendant submitted to the court and the government a classified notice pursuant to SIPA Section 5, an objection to redactions in certain of the classified discovery produced by special counsel's office. On pages 28 to 29 of its classified submission, the defense states that certain classified discovery material it received included redactions, and that when the defense asked the government for an unredacted version of that material, the government took the position that the redacted information was not discoverable. Accordingly, it's hereby ordered that by November 22nd, the government shall, through the designated CISO, submit a brief setting forth its position on why the redacted information is not discoverable, including an explanation, if applicable, whether the prosecution team made those redactions, and if so, why, or only possesses the material in its redacted form. So there we have it, everybody. So we are set. This was her last order then that just came out. We should be good to go. Does he have different attorneys in every state? Yes, he does. So he's got a couple of crossovers, like the Carroll defamation suit. He's got an attorney on that one that's also in his criminal suit in New York. So those are his New York attorneys. And then I think he's got the Florida and DC, I think, are separate sets of attorneys. This one's for DC. This one is Judge Chutkin. Yep. Tomorrow will be my big night going through the procedures for how to pull a judge if a judge needs to be pulled. And I will be going through the appeal for Judge Cannon. So tomorrow will be the big judge night. Make attorneys get attorneys. Shared calendar. I set up with this, but it's rough. I haven't checked yet. Let me write it down. I'll take a look. I will take a look at that one and double check. That's amazing though. About another RICO that you saw today on Law and Crime. Really? Another one? Oh, cheapers. Yeah, we've got some interesting, I haven't heard any updates yet on our other Georgia RICO case, but there have been lots of RICO situations going on. It's a lot. It really is a lot. So, also sent you a message. Okay. I'll double check for sure. I will double check. I will go in and look into that. I'm very thankful for that. RICO from where? Yeah, where's the RICO from? A rapper Young Thug in Georgia. Really? Yeah, I knew some rappers. I wasn't sure who it was. Coming on how his New York attorneys looks. Oh my gosh, David, yes. It's weird, isn't it? Even like the pout looks the same. It's kind of different. Oh my gosh. Can't imagine the cost of all these trials. Yeah, millions. It's millions and millions and millions. It's a lot for sure. Yeah, so his attorney, she looks a lot like his first wife. She looks a lot like all of his wives. Yeah, I agree. I agree for sure. It's true. It's true. I agree. Oh my goodness. All right, everybody. I watched using, yeah. Oh my gosh. It's a lot. It's a lot. Well, everybody, I'm going to go ahead, sign off for now. I'm going to take a little tea break and then I'm going to try to hop back on and do the sub only chat tonight over on TikTok. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed, it'll work, but I'm only going to set it up as the sub chat. So just for Attack of the Clones. That's funny. Yes. So I think it's very interesting. I think it's very interesting. Yes, I will be rebooting everything and double checking and making sure everything comes up. So give me about 10 minutes or so, and I will only have my sub chat only on. So hopefully it will pop up okay. I'm feeling like if I reset everything, we should be good to go. But I do want to go through the Ivanka hearing, but I want to make sure I grab all of my subscribers. So yes, yes. So thanks for coming over and hanging out with me, everybody. I will be back over the sub only chat. We will see you later. Yes, we're going to go through a hearing involving Ivanka and whether or not she should be included in the subpoena. So I've got a fun hearing I'll be going through. So I'll see you all over there. See you soon.